Hey everybody, this is CoonNeck with SECWestDudes with your Ole Miss report this week. This week it's the Ole Miss versus Arkansas. Ole Miss is on the road traveling to Fayetteville, take on the number 21 ranked Hogs of Arkansas. Not looking good for the Rebels after a poor performance at Alabama last weekend. It was Alabama's homecoming, and Alabama, they didn't play their best game, but they really didn't have to because Ole Miss shot themselves in the foot as they have all season long. They couldn't get anything going. There were some lights at the end of the tunnel for Ole Miss, but they were quickly dashed as the Alabama just overpowered Ole Miss, and Ole Miss couldn't do anything. Poor performances from the receivers, poor performances from the defense. Defense played fairly well, but not enough to keep Alabama out the end zone. Hurt themselves on special teams, giving Alabama balls on the 12 and the 19-yard line on two different punt returns. Just, not good at all. So special teams coaches, I hope, were taken to the woodshed this week by Coach Houston Nutt. Of course, this is a homecoming for Houston Nutt. He's going back to the school which he built his name. And some very funny videos, as our boy from LSU, Rick DeRoos, has shown this week. I called that play, brother! When they beat LSU, top-ranked LSU was beaten by Arkansas a few years back, and Houston was pretty excited about that, wanted McFadden in the Heisman race, but we don't have McFadden. Some key injuries for Ole Miss. Obviously, Kentrell Lockett is out. Enrique Davis is out. That is going to hurt us defensively and on the offensive side, but hopefully we're going to get things together. Alabama kind of put us on the back burner, but if Ole Miss can pick up a win at Fayetteville, this may be the turnaround in the season that we're looking for. I just don't see it happening. I have not seen anything that says Ole Miss is going to prove us wrong that they can play 4 quarters. They have some talented players, but they just can't get it going. So we'll see how that goes. On the Arkansas side, I know Mallett left last week with a concussion. And what was his name? Tyler Wilson, I think is the name of the quarterback, came in and played pretty well. Arkansas's BCS hopes are pretty much gone. So Arkansas is playing for just as big a bowl as they can get. Depending on the LSU-Auburn game, if LSU comes out with a win, that means Arkansas controls their own destiny. If they can end up winning out and then beating LSU in that boot bowl, that could be good for the Hogs. But everybody's got to take care of business right now. Auburn's in the driver's seat on that side, and Alabama has that loss, but not in the West. So the Auburn-Alabama game will turn out to be something too. So, man, the SEC is just crazy right now, especially in the West. Obviously, the West is the most powerful side in the SEC this year, but not with Ole Miss. Right down the road, Mississippi State, they're doing pretty well. They're already, they will be after this weekend. They play UAB. They'll be bowl eligible after this weekend, which is a tribute to Dan Mullen. So, there you go. Do it. If they can do it with the lack of talent that they have, that's pretty good. But on the Ole Miss side of the ball, keys this week, receivers have got to make catches. You've got to catch the balls that Mazzoli puts in your hands. Mazzoli is great out of the pocket, but sometimes he makes the wrong decision. Sometimes he just can't hit his guys. But on the times that they miss it, he hits them right in the hands, and it's very frustrating. Defensively, I think Ole Miss has played pretty well this season considering we've lost some key guys. Here's my prediction. I believe the Arkansas is giving Ole Miss 10 points this week through Vegas, and I think the over-under is like 59.5. So I'm going to say Arkansas wins giving the points. It's going to be a 31-10 game. I just don't see – I haven't seen any sparks out of the Ole Miss offense. And if Mallett comes in the game or if Wilson plays like he did and they get those secondary guys beat deep, it's going to be a long day for the Rebels in Fayetteville. So Arkansas takes this one, pretty much puts Ole Miss in a very tough situation, coming back with having to face Auburn after this game. So it's not looking good, but that's the way it's going to be. So if y'all have any comments, y'all want to send it to SECWestDudes, go ahead and do it, and just put in the preface, Ole Miss Rebels. And we'll try to get your questions answered. We had no winners last week, so we're still holding on to that adult beverage that we have. So y'all have a good weekend. Let me know what you think. Hotty toddy, even though it's going to be Hog City this week, hog calling time. Take it easy.